Today, some of the world's leading brands are making concerted efforts to revise their working practices and green credentials. One such company is Nike, one of the most established and iconic sports brands in the world. The company has product sales in more than 180 countries, and during the 2008 tax year generated approximately $19.2 billion in sales.
Consumers care more and more about sustainability with regards to any products. With regards to Nike, we see consumers not only demanding innovative performance products, but they demand sustainability in those products as well. And they won't compromise, and neither should we.
Well, we believe that we're moving, in essence, into a clean economy, into an economy where we'll be using less carbon, less oil, less water, and where we'll all be forced to innovate. And innovation is the lifeblood of this company. We think there's huge opportunity for those of us that are already thinking about this now, innovating new products, new services, new markets for the clean economy.
Environmental sustainability has been a concern for the company since 1990, when it first introduced what it calls the Reuse a Shoe program. This takes worn-out athletic shoes, recycles them and turns them into a grind, which can be used in the laying of sports surfaces, playgrounds, and even in new Nike products. Since then, Nike has recycled more than 23 million pairs of shoes, which have helped to construct more than 300 sport and activity surfaces on community sports grounds around the globe. More recently, in May 2008, Nike launched its Considered Design program, which focuses on combining sustainability principles with the latest sporting innovations.
So the great thing about Considered product is there is no compromise to our consumer. They get the same great performance products, but they just have a lower environmental footprint. The great thing is that all of our products are going to be more and more sustainable. It's not about 3 or 4 green shoes. This is about all of Nike becoming that much better and that much more sustainable as a company.
The goal of eliminating toxic substances such as PVC and solvents, and increasing the use of sustainable materials such as organic cotton, recycled polyester and rubber, are just some of the many changes that kick-started the company's shift towards environmentally friendly products. All stages of the shoe's life cycle are considered by reducing, reusing and recycling. Success is already being seen with the adoption of Considered Design principles across the brand.
The designers at Nike are passionate about Considered. We see Considered in all of our sport categories, from running to basketball to football. And it's so great to see that passion because we know the designers are going to hit our goals to have 100% of Considered by 2011 in footwear, to have 100% of our apparel Considered by 2015.
Achievement of these goals would mean waste in Nike's supply chain would be reduced by 17%. The Considered Design ethos can be seen most clearly in the form of one of Nike's best-known iconic designs, the Pegasus sports shoe. The challenge for Nike was to improve the design of the shoe by making it more sustainable without alienating its fans. By using fewer materials in the shoe's body and different design patterns, the company cut waste, leading to an impressive reduction of 1.4 ounces of weight, or 13% compared with previous Pegasus designs.
A Considered shoe uses less materials in its manufacture, and by doing that we lower our environmental footprint because we're using less natural resources and we're recycling the ones that we do use.
The use of environmentally preferred materials was another significant change to the production of the Pegasus. Not only are the shoes considerably more environmentally friendly, they also have high recycled content. The outsole uses Nike's environmentally preferred rubber, as well as recycled Nike grind. The Nike airbags also used 83% recycled content, as well as water-based adhesives, leading to lower greenhouse gas emissions. In 2008, to build on its initiatives, Nike, along with 5 other major US retailers, launched a new business coalition called BICEP, or Business for Innovative Climate and Energy Policy.
Nike felt it was really important to bring a strong business voice into the debate around climate legislation in the US. The coalition believes that US legislation is necessary if we're going to get any kind of an international agreement. And all of us, especially those with global businesses, feel that international legislation is critical.
BICEP is lobbying the federal government to set tougher greenhouse gas reduction targets of 25% by 2020 and 80% by 2050. For its part, Nike is already taking measures to reduce its carbon footprint, such as these wind turbines at its European distribution centre. These 6 windmills produce power equivalent to the annual energy use of about 8,000 households.
So what we're seeing is that by looking at sustainability and looking at it through the lens of innovation, it's helping us think differently about our products, our supply chains, our relationship with our consumers, our retail, and that in turn fosters new ways of thinking about how to deliver value in our business.
What Nike is proposing for its future with Considered Design and Bicep is ambitious. The company hopes its work in sustainability will considerably influence other companies in the industry to collaborate, therefore making a long-term contribution to the environment.